So, Cenk has decided to run for Congress. I know a lot of people have been waiting for me to give my reaction about this. I waited a couple of days to make sure he was serious, and apparently he is. Um, to be honest with you, I'm okay with it. Cenk has a lot of flaws. Cenk has a lot of faults, but the truth of the matter is, I feel like he's actually better for the progressive movement if he's in Congress than actually influencing people. The, I don't want him influencing narratives anymore. And because of the Young Turks, the massive following they've accrued, a lot of it because of corporate backing, so they've had a lot of access that just most of us have not had. Um, they've been able to have an overwhelming amount of influence on progressive narratives, and they've been able to direct attention one way or the other. And let's be honest, Cenk had a lot to do with that. Instead of focusing on election integrity, Cenk focused on Russiagate. Got it horribly wrong. And, you know, we really haven't recovered as a movement since. Now, in Cenk's defense, I believe that he will be akin to probably a Ilan or an AOC voter, right? In other words, most issues he will get right. There will be a couple of, I don't expect him to do anything structurally to fix anything. I think that he'll vote or introduce legislation to get big money out of politics. I think that he would co-sponsor or vote yes on the amendment that was introduced by Tulsi, Jayapal, and Roe, and a few others to get corporate money out of politics, to permanently ensure that corporations are not seen as people when it comes to money in politics or in any other aspect. I think he'll be good in in that regard. I think his vote is important because he knows that his votes are on record. Therefore, if he does not vote accordingly, it will be all over the progressive media world. He will be watched like a hawk. And I think that he knows that. Do I believe this is probably partially some PR move? Absolutely. TYT isn't doing all that well, people. I'm not going to tell you how I know. I just know a little bit. You know, I got my connections that I utilize every now and then. Okay. But if Tulsi's not running for Congress, we do need a progressive vote in Congress for things like Medicare for all, single payer health care, right? We need anti-war-ish votes, I guess. I don't know. Like, Cenk hasn't really been good on most issues. Like, he's one of those ones who has to manufacture consent before he says, oh, let's not go to war, which doesn't work. You can't, you got to do one or the other. You got to be anti-war or not, but choose one. He's not a politician. He's not. He's a journalist. I think that there's this idea that because people can talk about talk about politics, albeit in Cenk's case, be wrong a lot since 2016. They think that politics is the same thing, and I just don't see Cenk being a politician. Now, once again, hey, I think he's an improvement from Katie Hill. He's better than George Stephanopoulos, who's supposed to be running. Christy Smith, I believe, is a Democrat that's supposed to be running. Like, come on. Compared to the other ones, Cenk is the best option. And I'm not an absolutist like a lot of people think. I haven't been an absolutist with Ayanna Pressley, AOC, or Ilan, or Rashida Tlaib. And I could be, but I'm not like that. We need votes. We need progressive votes in Congress, even if those progressives are imperfect. I don't think that Cenk is like Elizabeth Warren. Elizabeth Warren is not a progressive, right? And it has nothing to do with her being a capitalist or not. It's just she's not progressive. She's never fought for anything hard as far as progressive values are concerned. Cenk, for his faults and his flaws, I believe would fight for progressive legislation. And if he does not, then we will hold his feet to the fire and slow roast him like a potbelly pig. Okay? So I just wanted to make that clear, Cenk. You're not getting any passes. You haven't got any passes from me in the past, and you're damn sure not going to get one from me now. I hope you do well. I genuinely do, because you are the best option. Katie Hill, for those of you who do not know, Katie Hill was a Zionist who rarely voted for progressive legislation and even endorsed Kamala really early. So, like, at least Cenk endorsed Bernie, right? Once again, now it looks suspicious considering how hard he was fighting for Warren. And the day that he was going to endorse, what did he say? He was like, on Twitter, oh, these two candidates that me and Anna are going to endorse are both really progressive. Yeah. Change that up real quick, huh? I guess you realize that if you endorse Warren instead of Bernie, it's not looking good for you. It's okay, though. I get it. You're a pragmatist. But with Cenk in Congress, I think it would be better than Katie Hill. It would be an improvement to the legislature. It would be not necessarily an upgrade from Tulsi because she's not going to run again. However, it will be an adequate replacement, let's just say. It will be an adequate replacement for Tulsi's vote. So that's my 2 cents on it. I'm not as hype about it as everybody. Some people are very hype about it. Some people are super, super down about it. I feel like it's good. He'll be good when he's good, and when he's bad, we'll have to call him out, and hopefully he fixes it. And that's basically my 2 cents on that. I'd love to know what your thoughts are about Cenk running for Congress. Leave a like and a comment below, and always remember, more than anything else, people, find your balance. Peace. Hey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell if you like that segment of Mikasa Sukasa. Of course, if YouTube is giving you trouble, as it always does, you can download the Rokfin app and follow us there. Also, if you want to continue to help our show grow, you can help us reach our goal of 500 patrons on Patreon and donate as little as $1. Really, anything helps. Other than that, always remember, people, more than anything else, find your balance. Peace.